Let me show you a shocking new report from Statistics Canada. Just came out last week. It's about employment in Alberta by type of work. Let me show you 3 startling facts showing how Alberta has changed in the past 12 months. First, look at young workers aged 15 to 24. Stats Canada shows that 20,000 fewer young people are working now than a year ago. That's an incredible 6.3% decline in 1 year. And that's going to plunge even further when the NDP jacks up minimum wage, which makes young people even less attractive to employers. But the NDP doesn't mind. They don't like young, low-income workers. They see them as competitors to higher-priced labor unions. The second statistic is private sector workers, down more than 70,000 jobs. That's 70,000 more families without work. The number of jobs down 4.6% in 1 year. And imagine what's going to happen when the NDP brings in their carbon sales tax and jacks up their other taxes. This is just the beginning. Disaster. The NDP has been a disaster for young people. It's been a disaster for Alberta's legendary private sector that used to be the engine of the economy that's really helped the whole country. But look at the third stat today. Public sector employment. Government workers. Unionized workers, pensions, paid for by tax dollars. You know, the real fat cats. The ones who work 35-hour weeks, long lunch breaks, long vacations, tons of sick days. Look at them. In the past 12 months, as Alberta has been hit by a double disaster, first low world energy prices, and then by a government of NDP destroyers, look at the statistic for government workers. They've grown. They've had their best year ever. They've grown. They've multiplied by a staggering 47,000 new jobs. That's 12.7% growth in 1 year. In Alberta's recession, it's not a recession for the public sector. They have never been bigger, never better paid, never more of them. 12.7% growth in 1 year. Has Alberta's population grown 12.7% 1 year? Are there 12.7% more hospitals or schools or roads to pay for? 12.7%, double-digit growth in the middle of the worst recession to hit Alberta since the National Energy Program? Why, yes. Between city governments, provincial governments, federal government, Alberta has 12.7% more tax-sucking government bureaucrats, while private sector employment is staggering. Rachel Notley is not the Premier for Alberta. She's the Premier for labor unions. Actually, that's not quite true. She doesn't care about private sector unions like those in the oil sands or construction. Rachel Notley is the Premier for government bureaucrats and their unions, like CUPE, where her husband works as a union boss. Alberta's NDP is destroying the province. But boy, are her public sector union friends laughing all the way to the bank.